Hello and very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs. And today we are going to learn the current affairs for 23rd of October 2024. So let's start our session and see that what are the things we are going to learn in this particular session. So before we start, these are the topics we are going to cover in today's session. So I have some international news, some national news, state news, banking and finance, defense, science and tech, sports. I have some important days for you, ranks and reports, obituary, appointments and resignations, summits and conference, and at last we will summarize all the topics. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect intellectual property rights for the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So the first thing that we have here is that international news: Israel joins Asian Development Bank as the 69th member country. So recently, Israel, which is under news for the very long time, for the last 1 year, more than 1 year. Now Israel has joined as the one of the member of the Asian Development Bank as the 69 member country. Just to refresh your memory, recently Nepal has also joined ISA, that is International Solar Alliance, as the 101 member country. Israel has officially joined Asian Development Bank as the 69th member. Manila based lender announced this significant development on Friday. Israel's membership marks a major step in enhancing its global strategic ties and economic outreach. Israel's fulfilled all necessary membership requirements to become the 20th non-regional members of the ADB. So every country cannot just become the members of ADB. For this purpose, you require a particular type of phenomena to be fulfilled by you. So Israel is up to it, and now Israel has become the 69th member of ADB. Another development that we are seeing is Egypt declared malaria free, a milestone in public health. So recently, Egypt, a country that you will observe in Africa on the northeastern side of African continent. The famous thing about Egypt are the particular pyramids, the pyramids of Giza. And another thing is that particularly the longest river in the world, the Nile River, flows through Egypt and falls into the Mediterranean Sea. Aswan Dam is based in Egypt on Nile River. So, World Health Organization officially declared Egypt malaria free on 20th of October 2024. Egypt is the second country in 2024 to receive this certification, following Cabo Verde. So basically, this certification is given to Egypt after the certification was given to Cabo Verde, another country. This achievement represents significant milestone in public health for Egypt. The certification underscores Egypt's successful efforts in eradicating malaria. So, malaria is a disease that particularly prevails because of the mosquito, majorly because of the female Anopheles mosquito that prevails in the during the time of the tropical regions. And now Egypt is one of the country which has eradicated malaria from its country. So for that particular things, this particular certification has been given by WHO, World Health Organization. Recently, just to refresh your memory, World Health Organization also gets the funding of $1 billion. That is a kind of a pledge money given by all the member countries. Maldives president introduced UPI payment service to boost economy. So recently, Maldives president Mohammad Muizu announced that introduction of India's UPI into their market. So recently, we have major developments with Maldives. Recently, the new secretary of Maldives was appointed in the embassy of Maldives, and also India has aided a lot of funds to Maldives under the neighborhood policy. And now, one more significant step we can see here, that now Maldives president introduces UPI payment service to the to boost the economy of the Maldives. And for that purpose, UPI has been introduced. The initiative aims to enhance financial inclusion and transaction efficiency in the Maldives. A consortium led by TradeNet Maldives Corporation will manage the rollout. So, particular firm that is managing the UPI payments and all the other things will be the TradeNet Maldives Corporation. The government will oversee the implementation to ensure its success. So Maldives is a country, island country that is situated in Indian Ocean. It is just south to the Lakshadweep Islands. Vietnam elects military leader Long Kong as the president. So recently, Vietnam's parliament elected Army General Long Kong as the new state president. So remember that recently Indonesia has also particularly created a 109 member assembly. Apart from it, recently some elections were held in Tunisia, where Kais Saied became the second time president of Tunisia, and now Vietnam also elected the military leader Lung Kong as its president. So remember the name Lung Kong. Vietnam also one of the country that recently the particular some days ago the particular representative from Vietnam visited India, and India and Vietnam together they are building the second. Together they are building the Lothal complex in Lothal, Gujarat, to commemorate the World Heritage and Cultural Heritage history of Lothal, Gujarat. So Kung's election follows a period of political upheaval in the country. 67-year-old succeeds to Lam, who briefly held the presidency. Lam has now assumed the more powerful role of party chief after that death of General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trong. So just remember one thing. You don't need to remember all the names. Just remember one thing. Long Kong is named as the president of Vietnam. India Pakistan extend Kartarpur corridor agreements for 5 years. So Kartarpur corridor is a basic corridor that lies in the Punjab, that is in India, and this is the full form is Gurdaspur Kartarpur corridor, and it was created in 2019 for a purpose that the people who want to visit the Nanak Shrine Gurudwara in Kartarpur, for that purpose this particular corridor was created. India and Pakistan agreed to renew their pact on Kartarpur Sahib corridor for additional 5 years. So for another 5 years, this corridor has been agreed by India and Pakistan. The agreement was reached such days after External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar visit to Islamabad for the SCO meeting, that is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting, was held in Pakistan. During the visit, Jaishankar met the Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Deputy Prime Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar. The renewal signifies a significant diplomatic development between the two countries. Colombia hosts COP16, nearly 200 countries engage in dialogue. So, United Nations Biodiversity Conference commenced in Colombia, and recently, if you remember, that India and Colombia also signed memorandum regarding the audio visual co-production together for film production and all that. So recently, United Nations Biodiversity Conference 16 commenced in Colombia. The 2 week event brings together environmental leaders from nearly 200 countries. The conference aims to evaluate historic commitment to hold the reverse biodiversity loss. Gathering follows the signing of the Kunming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework in by 196 countries. So remember, it is the United Nations Biodiversity Conference. Okay, that is a different thing that happened last year in UAE. That is a different thing. COP26. Okay, COP28. But this is COP16. It is regarding the biodiversity conference. India extends first ever rupee dominated LOC. Mauritius gets rupees 487.60 crore. Recently, Government of India has extended line of credit worth rupees 487 crore to Mauritius. Mauritius is also a country exist in the um, Indian Ocean. Recently, they also got some sovereign status on some of its islands from UK for a water pipeline replacement project. So, India is helping them to replacing a water pipeline project, and for that purpose, 487 crore is being given. This is India's first rupee dominated LOC for project financing under the Indian Development and Economic Assistance Scheme IDEAS. So basically, this is the first rupee denominated LOC. That means India is giving this money in the terms of rupees. So that would be making India's economy more powerful and a kind of a projection of the rupees at the global level. The project involves replacing nearly 100 kilometers of outdated water pipelines in Mauritius to improve water supply infrastructure. Line of credit supports bilateral trade by facilitating repayments in rupees, enhancing the internationalization of the Indian currency. The project will be financed by State Bank of India at concessional terms. So state, who is the particular bank which is particularly doing all the transaction? That is State Bank of India. So remember that State Bank of India is taking care of all the things. India UAE to interlink UPI and AANI for seamless cross-border transaction. So recently, India UAE is now working on interlinking India's UPI with UAE's instant payment platform AANI. Remember, AANI is the payment platform of UAE for seamless cross-border transaction. This initiative will benefit over 3 million Indians residing in UAE, enabling them to use UPI and AANI. The collaboration was discussed during the 12th meeting of India UAE High Level Joint Task Force on Investment in Mumbai. The two governments also agreed to collaborate on a card payment service using India's NPCI and UAE Al Ittihad payment to create a domestic card scheme, Jawan, in the UAE. So, just to remember one thing, India, UPI, and UAE's any payment system are collaborating to create cross border transaction with each other country. UAE has agreed to invest USD $2 billion in setting up food parks across India over the next 2 to 2.5 years. That is also under this collaboration. Prabowo Subianto sworn in as the 8th president of Indonesia. We discussed it in the last session also. On 20th October, Prabowo Subianto, he has been appointed as the Great Indonesian Movement Party, was appointed as the 8th president of Indonesia. Indonesia is a country that is the largest archipelago in the world, and it exists in the Southeast Asia. He succeed Joko Widodo, who served as the president from 2014 to 2024. Gibran Rakam son of Joko Widodo, was appointed as the vice president. So the earlier president, his son now has become the vice president, and who is the new president? Prabowo Subianto. Prabowo Subianto served as the defense minister of Indonesia from 2019 to 2024. The 2024 general elections in Indonesia were held on 14 February 2024, with Prabowo securing around 59% of votes in the first round. He has held various military positions and received several nations and international honors. Remember one more thing, he also started Red and White Cabinet. The name of this cabinet because they have created the largest cabinet of Indonesia ever. That is comprises of total 109 ministers. And if we talk about Indonesia, the capital of Indonesia is Jakarta. So that's all about it. So remember, Prabowo Subianto is sworn in as the 8th president of Indonesia. Leung Kung is the new president, who was the military general of Vietnam, and K. Said is the president. The second, it is the second term of him to be the president of a particular country that is called Tunisia. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari unveils Humsafar policy for onboarding service providers for wayside amenities along the national highway. So, Nitin Gadkari, the Union Minister of Road and Transport, started the Humsafar policy in New Delhi to enhance national highways and develop wayside amenities. The policy introduced facilities like clean toilet, baby care rooms, wheelchair provisions, EV charging stations, parking spaces, dormitory services at fuel stations along highways. So during these days, we can see that a lot of green corridors and highways are being constructed. But the major problem while traveling on these roads is that we cannot find a particular service center or any kind of proper places where we can particularly halt and we can have some basic amenities at the time of emergency. So for that purpose, this particular scheme, that is the Humsafar policy, is being introduced by the Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. Comprehensive framework for standardized, well-maintained and hygienic facilities to integrating current and future service provider. Commuters can access nearby service providers through Rajmarg Yatra mobile application launched by National Highway Authority of India in August 2023. So another application was there that was introduced in 2023 for the help, that is Rajmarg Yatra. You can also download that, and with the help of that you can have all the details of the nearby service providers when you are traveling through any green corridor or national highway. Odisha government increases casual leave for women employees. So Odisha government announced an increase in casual leave entitlement for women employees. So all the women employees in the Odisha government, now they can have this particular type of leave. Women employees will now receive additional 12 days annually, bringing their total CL to 27. So now they will have the total CL that equal to 27 days. Male employees continues to have 15 days of CL. Chief Minister Mohan Charan Majhi directed the increase following an earlier announcement by Deputy Chief Minister Pravati Parida. So this has already been done under the new policies of the Odisha government. So remember which state recently increased the CL in Odisha in particular state holidays. So that is Odisha government. They have increased the value from 15 to 27. Frio secures IRDAI license to expand insurance offering. So recently, Frio digital finance application received a corporate agent license from the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority. The license follow Firo to offer range of customized insurance product to the 25 million users. So up to so far now you have understood that what is the purpose of IRDAI. It takes care of all type of regularities regarding the insurance system in India. And if any new company is coming in market, then they have to particularly take the permission or license from IRDAI. The initiative aims to address India's low insurance penetration rate of approximately 4.2%. Frio is committed to providing affordable, intuitive insurance solutions, particularly in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. RBI updated alert list of unauthorized forex trading platform. So basically, RBI, the highest regulatory body in India of bankings, expanded its alert list. Alert list means that the list that contains of some kind of enterprises which are subjected to be fraud in some cases of forex trading platform. So basically, let's read. So 13 new entities were added, bringing the total to 88. Notable additions include TDFX, InFX, and Ranger Capital. RBI emphasized that list includes entities promoting unauthorized platform through advertisement or claiming to offer training advisory services. So remember, whatever type of non-banking or banking financial services in India, if they are providing any particular type of information that is wrong or they are particularly making people fool, then in that case RBI takes action either by penalization or by just putting the bar on them. India's economic growth projected at 7 to 7.2% for the financial year 2024-2025. So Deloitte India's latest economic outlook. Deloitte India is a company that is that is one of the big four companies in the commerce and auditing companies. And Deloitte India's latest economic outlook projects India's economy to grow from between 7 to 7.2%. The projection comes despite to recent slowdown where GDP expanded to only 6.7%. So basically they have said that earlier they have said that it would be 7.0%, now it would be 7.2%. The growth is driven by strong manufacturing activity, stable oil price, and anticipated ease of US monetary policy. So basically, whenever any company or a particular body is forecasting any particular growth in the particular GDP of any country, in that case you must know that they are particularly seeing all the things, like we have mentioned here, like they are one thing that you can see is that stable oil prices. So for very long time, since I think last 4 or 5 months I guess, the oil prices are stable. US is doing a lot of business with us with ease, and monetary policies are quite good and stable. And seeing all these anticipation points or significant points, this particular forecast has been given. RBI supports this outlook with a growth projection of 7.2%. RBI itself has given the projection to be 7.2%. India strengthened Navy with fourth nuclear submarine. So India launched its fourth nuclear powered ballistic missile submarine designated S4. The launch took place at the shipbuilding center in Visakhapatnam. Submarine represents a significant leap in capability and size compared to its predecessor, INS Arihant Submarine 2 S2. S4 is part of India's effort to bolster India's naval defense. So remember, it is very important news for all the students who are giving exams. S4 is the new nuclear powered ballistic missile submarine. Ballistic missile means the large missiles like Agni missiles, Prithvi missiles you have seen. So this particular submarine is capable of carrying them and launch them whenever it is required. So this is done at the place called Shipbuilding Center in Visakhapatnam. Swalam Bum. Swalam Bum 2024, Advancing Naval Innovation and Indignations. So basically, the curtain raiser press conference for Swalamban 2024 was held in New Delhi on October 22. Vice Admiral Krishna Swaminathan, Vice Chief of Naval Staff, chaired the event. The conference highlights significant advancement in naval innovations and indigenization. Swawalamban 2024 is scheduled for October 28 to 29, 2024 in Bharat Mandapam. So remember Swalambam Advancing Naval Innovation and Indigenization Conference being held in New Delhi. And it was particularly chaired by Vice Chief of Naval Staff, that is Vice Admiral Krishna Swaminathan. Who is the current Chief of Naval Staff? That is Mr. Dinesh Tripathi. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar launches e-migrate version 2.0 web portal and mobile app for safer global mobility. So recently, on 14th of October, Union Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and Mansukh Mandviya launches e-migrate version 2.0 web portal and mobile application. So a big concern regarding the government and the mobility of the migrants workers from to different countries is a big issue these days. And to create awareness and to take care of their movement, and particularly where are they and what are they doing regarding all of these things, as they are the citizen of India, and it is the responsibility of the government to take care of them. So for that purpose, the e-migrate version 2.0 web portal and mobile app being launched. The portal ensures safe and regulated overseas travel of Indian workers, as I said, aligning with the goal 10 of UN's 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. E-migrate version 2.0 enhances 2014 version with features for great transparency, efficiency, user convenience. Key features include 24/7 multilingual helpline, integration with DigiLocker for secure document storage, and one-stop a marketplace for verified information about employers and recruitment agencies. So all these features have been added. The portal also offers digital payment service with no transaction fees and aims to enhance social security for immigrants through insurance coverage. So all this is being done. Please remember that e-migrate version 2.0 is related to the safety and insurity of the migrants who are traveling to the different countries from India. India advances in 6G race, ranks among top 6 in global patent fillings. So India ranks among the top 6 countries globally in filling patents related to 6G technology, aligning with Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi vision of for India to be frontline contributor in 6G technology by 2030. According to Maxwell, India holds 6th spot with the 188 6G related patents, surpassing major economies like UK, Sweden, Germany, and France. So we are particularly building a lot of things, modems and other technologies that will help in carrying or particularly providing the 6G spectrum to the world or to the country. Another analysis by UK-based Uswitch ranked India 4th with the 265 6G patents in April 2023. The Government of India is evaluating 470 proposals on accelerated research in 6G ecosystem under 6G Bharat 6G vision. Projection indicate India could achieve 10% share of all 6G patents, contribute 1/6 of international standards in the next 3 years. So by the time the 6G network will be a common thing all over the world, India will be having 1/6 of that technology being implemented by India. That means 10% of the technology is being introduced by India. Adani Group and global partners to boost clean energy in India. So recently, this news we have covered already. Let's just revise this. So recently, Adani Group and Google, they have partnered to enhance sustainability efforts and contribute to the clean energy. Adani will supply renewable energy from new solar wind hybrid project, part of the world's largest renewable energy plant in Khavda, Gujarat. So remember, this is the world's largest renewable energy plant. The project will begin commercial operations in 2025, aligning with Adani's strategy to decarbonize industries. The collaboration will help Google achieve 24/7 carbon-free energy goal by empowering its cloud service and operations in India with sustainable energy. And also it would be helpful for Adani Industries also, as it will be having collaboration with Google. NASA spacecraft Europa Clipper blast off to find out if Jupiter moon can support life. So we are in search of life on some other planets or satellites or another particular objects in the stellar for a very long time. Now NASA has launched another particular mission that is called Europa Clipper. Europa is a satellite of Jupiter, one of the satellite of Jupiter. Jupiter's largest satellite is Ganymede. We know that. Spacecraft was launched aboard a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket from NASA Kennedy Space Center in Florida. So NASA is using SpaceX Falcon rocket because it is a reusable rocket. NASA's first mission dedicated to studying an ocean world beyond Earth. Primary object is to determine whether Europa's icy shell and its ocean underneath could support life. NASA's administrator is Bill Nelson, and organization was established in 1958. Earlier, this particular organization was associated with the research of oceanography, but later it got into the search of space. Karnataka triumphs at 34th National Para Swimming Championship. Karnataka emerged as the overall champion at the 24th National Para Swimming Championship. The team amazed an impressive 392 points. Maharashtra finished at second, Rajasthan at third. So remember, Karnataka finished at first position in National Para Swimming Championship. Deepika Kumari wins silver at 2024 Archery World Cup final in Mexico. Recently, the Archery World Cup was held in Mexico. And one more thing I'd like to add in it, that Miss Universe pageant is also going to be held in Mexico next month. Deepika Kumari wins silver at this particular Archery World Cup final. And Deepika Kumari is a renowned name. I hope you know, and you know her by this image. She is a very famous personality and athlete in archery competition, and she has won silver medal in this particular tournament. The event was held on 20th of October in Mexico. Kumari faced Li Zaiman of China in the final but lost the match by 6-0. Li Xiamen, part of China's silver medal winning team at the 2024 Olympics, claimed the gold. So Li Xiamen was the part of that team that won silver medal in Paris Olympics, but now she won gold at the Archery World Cup final. If we talk about ISSF World Cup final 2024, that was held in New Delhi, India finished ninth with 4 medals. So first of all, the first thing is that ISSF World Cup was held in New Delhi, and India finished at ninth position with 4 medals. So India finished at ninth position in the tally of ISSF World Cup final in rifle, pistol, shotgun 2024 with 4 medals, 2 silver, 2 bronze. China topped the medal tally with 8 medals, followed by Italy and Germany. India's Sonam Maskar secured silver medal in the women's 10-meter air rifle event. Vivan Kapoor won silver medal in men's trap shotgun event. Akhil Shiron and Anant Jeet Singh won bronze medals in the 50-meter rifle position, man final and man skit event. So remember, ISSF World Cup final, India was at ninth position with 4 medals, and who was at first? None other than China. Disarmament Week 2024, 24 October to 30th October. Disarmament Week starts annually on 24th of October, coinciding with the anniversary of the founding of the United Nations. Disarmament Week means that particular to create awareness regarding that we should particularly destroy all the type of arms and ammunitions in the world so that the world could be at peace. The observance raise awareness about the importance of disarmament. It promotes international dialogue to reduce the spread and impact of weapons. Observance was first called for the final document of United Nations General Assembly in 1978. So remember, Disarmament Week is also in October, as October Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd of October, and that was the day dedicated to non-violence. Global Media and Information Literacy Week. So 24 to 31st of October, Global Media and Information Literacy Week is observed, and to raise awareness and celebrate progress towards media and information literacy for all. So another week in October, one is the disarmament week and another week is dedicated to the literacy week. Stakeholders around the world organize events during this week. UN co-host global conference gathering the media and information literacy community. United Nation Day 2024. So it is very simple, guys. I hope you all know. After the Second World War, the particular four policemen, the countries like Russia or USSR at that time, UK, USA, and apart from that, China, they all set and particularly started a particular nation. Surpassing the League of Nations, they have created the United Nations on 24th of October 1945, and United Nations Day is celebrated on 24th of October. The day marked the anniversary of entry into the force of United Nations Charter in 1945. The goal celebration of the UN's mission to promote peace, security, human rights, and development. The day serves as a reminder of the UN's pivotal role in addressing global challenges. World Development Information Day. So recently, World Development Information Day is also celebrated on 24th of October, aligning with the United Nations Day. Observance coincides with the United Nations Day. It was established by United Nations General Assembly in 1972. So basically, Information Day is to create awareness that we should have information, as we can see, draw global attention to develop issues and promote the dissemination of information, supporting international cooperation for development in field of information. International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction, October 3rd, 13th. So, United Nations International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction is observed annually on 13th of October. This day promotes global culture for of risk awareness and disaster reduction. Just to add to it, recently the Railway Ministry has also created a railway force which will be dedicated to take care of all the type of disasters that are happening in railways, so that they do not require much help from the NDRF, that is the National Disaster Relief Force. IDRR encourages implementation of framework like Sendai framework for disaster risk reduction. The theme of for IDDRR, empowering the next generation for resilient future. The United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction is headquartered in Geneva. International Day of Rural Women. So, United Nations International Day of Rural Women is observed on 15th of October. This contribution of rural women include indigenous women, enhancing agriculture and rural development. The theme for IDRW is Rural Women Cultivating Good Food for All. First ever IDRW was observed in 2008. United Nations General Assembly declared it in 2007. World Sight Day. So we have a lot of days to remember. World Sight Day on 10th of October, aligning with the Mental Health Day. This day is observed annually on second Thursday of October, but this time it was aligned with the Mental Health Day, that was on 10th of October. WSD 2024 falls on 10th of October with the theme Children Love Your Eyes. So basically we can see in today's world, in the digitized world, digitization is good for swift work and smooth work, but also it is hampering the life, especially of children, because children these days you can see a lot of involved in all the things that are associated with working online and playing online and all the things. So for that purpose, to create awareness, Children Love Your Eyes theme is being created. The day is coordinated by the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness and World Health Organization. It was first observed on October 12. IABP is headquartered in London, United Kingdom. Also, Indian Maritime Organization is also headquartered in London. IMF maintains India's GDP growth at 7%. Okay, so according to RBI, it is 7.2. According to Deloitte, it is 7.2. Now, according to IMF, International Monetary Fund, it is 7% in the financial year 25 and 6.5 in 2026. So, IMF maintained its growth projection for India. The IMF forecast economy to expand by 7% in financial year 25. Post-pandemic recovery fueled by pent-up demand has largely run its course. The steady outlook reflects India's resilience amid global economic uncertainties. Former First Minister of Scotland, Alex Salmond, passed away. So, former leader of the Scottish National Party, Alex Salmond, who served as the first minister. First minister is kind of a post that you can align with the prime minister in India. So he passed away. He was the first minister of Scotland from 2007 to 2014. He was born on 1st of December 1954, in Linlithgow, West Lothian, Scotland. Linlithgow was one of the viceroy of India also, if you remember. Linlithgow was the one during whose time the August offer came, and after that the Kuwait India movement was also started. Alex Salmon worked as an economist for the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries and the Royal Bank of Scotland. He served as the Member of Parliament from 1987 to 2010 and 2015 to 2017. Member of the Scottish Parliament from 1999 to 2001, 2007 to 11, 11 to 16. He held referendum for Scotland's independence from UK, securing 45% of the votes in its favor, so that Scotland can become independent from UK, but not now. He lost that because he got only 45% vote. Justice Yahya Afridi selected as the Pakistan's next Chief Justice amid political unrest. So, a special parliamentary committee in Pakistan appointed Justice Yahya Afridi as the next Chief Justice. This all came during the turmoil when the term of the Chief Justice was also decreased to 3 years in Pakistan recently under the 26th Amendment that was done in 2024. So the appointment bypassed the traditional seniority principle, as he has become the Chief Justice there. As we know that particularly creating the Chief Justice, it depends on the seniority in India especially, but they have surpassed it. The decision follows 26th constitutional amendment granting the committee authority to appoint a top judge. So now the Pakistan, they have particularly, I think they have intervened the particular type of system of the particularly system created. Afridi was chosen over two senior judges, sparking concern about deepening political turmoil. Parmesh Siva Mani take charge as the 26th Director General of Indian Coast Guard. Indian Coast Guard Day is on 1st of February. Paramesh Sivamani has been taken charge as a 26th Director General of the Indian Coast Guard. He has been serving as the Director General additional charge since August after the death of the Director General Rakesh Pal. So he has been serving as the Director General since August 2024 after the death of the then Director General Rakesh Pal. Paramesh Shivamani has commanded all major vessels of the ICG and led in Eastern and Western Coast Guard regions. He is the specialist in navigation direction and has received several awards. Indian Coast Guard was established by the Coast Guard Act of 1978 on February 1st of 1977. So apart from Indian Navy, we all require a particular navy that is called the Indian Coast Guard. It takes care of all the type of activities that are going on in the coastal areas or the harbor areas of our country. Nool Naval Tata succeeds Ratan Tata as the chairman of Sir Ratan Tata Trust. So Nool Naval Tata, he has been appointed as the chairman of the Ratan Tata Trust, succeeding Ratan Tata, who passed away at the age of 86 on 9th of October. Nool Naval Tata is currently the chairman of Trend Limited, Tata International Limited, Voltas Limited, Tata Investment Corporation. He has significantly increased revenue at Tata International and expanded operations at Trent Limited. Nool has been on the boards of the Sir Ratan Tata Trust, Sir Dorabji Tata Trust since 2019. Tata Trust holds 66% stake in Tata Sons, with other stakes owned by Tata Group companies and the Shapurji Polonji family. So Tata Trust holds 66% stake in the Tata Sons. Bob Card has named cricketer Shriyanka Patil as its brand ambassador. Bob Card Limited, subsidiary of Bank of Baroda, chosen Indian cricketer Shriyanka Patil as the brand ambassador. She will represent company and upcoming campaigns. Remember one more thing, that recently Maricom and Sunil Chetri were also appointed as the brand ambassador of a small financial bank. Collaboration aims to engage new generation of credit users and foster responsible financial habits. Bob Card vision is to reimagine credit for everyone in India. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari addresses 12th CII Bioenergy Summit in Delhi. So recently on 14th of October, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari, Minister of Road and Transport Highways, addressed the 12th Confederation of Indian Industry Bioenergy Summit in New Delhi. Bioenergy Summit is dedicated to the development of the fuels on the basis of the biofuels, which will less hamper the climate and which will particularly helps in maintaining the ecosystem. The summit focused on India's bioenergy efforts, particularly ethanol blending and sustainable energy innovations. Ethanol blending in petrol has increased from 1.53% in 2014 to 15% in 2024, with a target of 20% in 2025. Research is going on to explore 15% ethanol blending in diesel. Blending means to make the diesel and petroleum fuels very more efficient and less dangerous or less effective to the environment. India's ethanol ecosystem includes 400 ethanol pumps by Indian Oil Corporation Limited in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, and Maharashtra. The production of biocompressed natural gas from rice straw has been beneficial, with 475 projects, including 40 operational ones in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, and Karnataka. So, we are highly working on developing the biofuels. As soon as we accomplish the particular system of generating biofuels, we will be in the forefront of creating more carbon footprint, avoid reducing the carbon footprint, and also in the helping the decarbonization of the industries at the fuel level. So all these things under this. So remember which where this summit was held. This summit was held in New Delhi. How you can remember this? Recent days, New Delhi is suffering from lot of smoke. So the bioenergy summit was held in New Delhi. Let's summarize that what we have learned so far. So Israel joined Asian Development Bank. Remember the 69th member. Egypt declared malaria free, a milestone in public health. Maldives president introduced UPI system to boost economy. Vietnam elects military leader Lung Kung as president. India-Pakistan extend Kartarpur corridor agreement for 5 years. Colombia hosts COP16, nearly 200 countries engage in dialogue. India extend first ever rupee denominated LOC. Mauritius get 487 crore. India UAE to interlink UPI and ANI for seamless cross-border transaction. Very important. Prabowo Subianto sworn in as the 8th president of Indonesia with the largest ever cabinet created by him. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari unveils Humsafar policy for onboarding service providers for wayside amenities. Odisha government increases casual leave for women employees. Frio secures IRDAI license to expand insurance offerings. RBI updates alert list on unauthorized forex trading platform. India's economic growth projected at 7 to 7.2%. India strengthened Navy with fourth nuclear submarine, and also recently the Arihant class second submarine was added in that. Remember that. Sovalamban 2024 advancing naval innovation and indigenization. External Affairs Jaishankar launches e-migrate version 2.0 web portal to help the migrating workers to the different countries. India advances in 6G race, ranks among top 6 in global patent filings. Adani Group and Google partner to boost clean energy in India. NASA spacecraft Europa Clipper blast off to find out if Jupiter moon Europa can support life. Karnataka triumphs at the 24th National Para Swimming Championship. The second one is Maharashtra and the third one is Rajasthan. Deepika Kumari wins silver at 2024 Archery World Cup final. ISSF World Cup final was held in New Delhi. India finished 9th. First was China. Disarmament Week 24 to 30th October. Global Media Information Literacy Week. United Nations Day. World Development Information Day. International Day for the Disaster Risk Reduction. International Day for Rural Women. World Sight Day. IMF maintains India's GDP growth at 7%. RBI 7.2. Deloitte 7.2. Former First Minister of Scotland, Alex Salmond, passed away. Justice Yahya Afridi selected as the Pakistan next Chief Justice amid political unrest. Parmesh Sivamani takes over as the charge of the 26th Director General of Indian Coast Guard. Nool Naval Tata succeed Ratan Tata as the chairman of the Ratan Tata Trust. Bob Card named cricketer Shriyanka Patil as the brand ambassador. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari addresses 12th CII Bioenergy Summit in New Delhi. And that's it in this session. I hope you all enjoyed the session very much. And we will meet in the next session for some more current affairs and see what is going on around the world in these days. So, thank you for being with me in this session. Bye bye. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.